All right. Let's see if this is working. I think it is. Welcome back to Buddy Show. We are prime time, coast to coast, border to border, and coming to you for the first time for a full episode from Siem Reap, Cambodia, where I moved a couple of weeks ago from Pattaya, Thailand. Jom Tien, Pattaya, Thailand. Pattaya is a shithole. I can't recommend it. Even the Jom Tien area, which was, as I've probably said in the past, a little better, but nothing compared to the beauty and the history of Chiang Mai. Siem Reap is also very historic. It's the home of the largest religious complex in the world, Angkor Wat. Wat is a Southeastern Asian term for temple. And Siem Reap is the second largest city in Cambodia, which doesn't really tell you much because it's not a large city. There is no building able to be taller than Angkor Wat, so they're all 5 or 6 stories at most, and it's cool like that. I don't want to talk more about Thailand because I'm gone from Thailand, and I'm just as glad. Thailand is changing. I think other expats that have lived there or live there still will agree to that. Sorry, a little cold. And so now I'm here, and I'm glad to be here. The food is outstanding. The women are beautiful. It's very inexpensive. Right now, I'm staying at a friend's apartment. She and her business partner will move in here in November, and I just rented a place across the river, the Siem Reap River, and it's a 1-bedroom, and I'll do an interior tour for you when I get there, and it's $250 a month, which is pretty reasonable. And here, for the most part, in Cambodia, at least here in Siem Reap, is you pay, rather than 2 months deposit, you pay 1 month deposit and 1 month in advance. So I got in for $500, and that was great. It's a really nice little place. It's a walk to the river. The exterior of the building complex is very nice. It's got a courtyard. The street is meh, but it's walkable to just about anywhere I need or want to go. And like I said, I'll give you a tour of that when I finally get there. What can I tell you about Cambodia? Well, not too much because I haven't been here very long. I've literally been here, I think it was 2 weeks Monday. I stayed for a few days at a hotel, which I will not name because I can't recommend it. All there was in my room, I got a good deal because of the woman who's going to move here. She's friends with the guy. She's also friends with my new landlord. She's a wheeler dealer and she knows everyone. She's if you know anyone who's going to come to Siem Reap and wants a tour of Angkor Wat or any of the temples around here or the city, or she doesn't really do much nightlife, so probably not that. Then get a hold of me in the comments and I'll set you up with her Facebook group. What else? Food is cheap. As you have heard from me in the past, I am a cheap bastard, and so I was eating from the market in Jom Tien, which meant I could buy a meal and a small bag of rice for 40 baht, 50 baht at most. And so I haven't found one of those places yet, so I go to restaurants. And the restaurants are invariably $2.50 to $3. One just excellent wonton noodle soup that I bought. If you've seen my stuff in the past, I love wonton noodle soup. And so I was expecting that, and it was not that. It was a very rich, sweet, spicy broth with homemade fat noodles and homemade wonton. It's really quite a big meal, and that's the exorbitant price of $4. So, women, I talked about the women being beautiful. They are. I'm not really in a big rush to get involved in a relationship here. I think I alluded to the fact that I dated several girls, a few girls, women in Pattaya in Jomtien, and I don't want to get back into it. I realized at that point, and again, I'm probably repeating myself, but I haven't done a video in 2 months, so I really prefer my own company. I like the fair sex, and I like them when they're around, and I like when they leave. I like living alone a lot, so I'm going to continue those ways. I have 3 books published on Amazon. I'm probably not going to promote them here. If you send me an email, maybe I'll send you a link. They're under pen name. And someone asked me, why do you use a pen name? Well, it's security and privacy. There are nutbags out there, and I know authors who have been threatened. And one of my friends here, again, I'm not going to mention his channel, because he had a channel centered here. I mean, he was in Bangkok before coming here, but his videos are one of the reasons why I came here. That and my friend Steve recommended it, and so at the end of his time here, he was being stalked to the point where, and he told this story later once he had moved to Phnom Penh. He got up one morning, turned the light on, and his email thing rang on his phone, and he looked at it and said, from this person, "You're up early." So they were spying on him while he slept, not in his apartment, but outside the apartment, so that they knew that. So that's kind of scary. There's crazy people all over the world, as I'm sure all of you know. So I use a pen name, and it's very common. I'm sure you know famous authors like Samuel Clemens writes under the pen name, or wrote under the pen name of Mark Twain. O. Henry, my friend Pam. So that's why I do that. So I wrote 3 novels. Initially, the first 2 were in the snarky private investigator genre, and the 3rd one, that's still there, but I was getting away from it. So now I have a character in there that I've spun off into his own series, and I'm going to do away with a lot of the on-screen violence. So it's what they call a cozy mystery. It's not cozy like Magic Cats or Bakers or Talking Animals or something like that. It's just not going to have any on-screen violence. It's still fairly tense, so I don't know how cozy it's going to be. And I'm about halfway through that, and I'm a little stuck, but I need to finish that, and I need to start advertising my other books, because Amazon is absolutely chock-a-block full with struggling authors, and I can call myself an author now. These are my own definitions. So to me, an author is someone who's published. Otherwise, before that, you're a writer. I will always be a writer. But now I can call myself an author as well, by my definition. What can I tell you? You may be hearing the aircon and the fan in the background. I hope not, but the fan to me sounds like a B-10 bomber, B-12 bomber, whatever it's called. In fact, I got here from Bangkok in a prop plane, and it was fine, but it's like, oh no, this is going to crash. I'm not a fan of flying. Cambodia. So it is Cambodia. It's not Kampuchea. It was Kampuchea when the Khmer Rouge were in charge, the communists. Another thing, you'll see the word written Khmer, and we might say Khmer, but it's pronounced Khmer, both the language and the culture and the people. The word you use regardless of gender when speaking about someone older than you, to them, is bong. Okay, bong. Or if someone younger than you is un. Again, regardless of gender. So there's about all I know about the language thus far. just another language that I could learn to butcher. My Thai, which was awful, was at least somewhat more, not complete, but broader than my Khmer, which is, I know those words, and I know, geez, I forgot the word. It's thank you. Akun. Akun is thank you. One of the most famous dishes, some might even say the national dish of Cambodia, is a mok. And so traditionally fish amok. And it's made, I think for the most part, with snakehead fish, which is a fern fish. Some of the other fish dishes are not fern fishes. They're probably lake fish, and they're pinballs and stuff like that. Cambodian food is every bit as good as Thai food. It's different. They have a lot of Thai dishes here. Siem reap, actually means in Khmer recognizing the defeat of the Thai people. Siem, I think, is defeat, no, Siem is Siam, which is Thailand, and reap is celebrating the victory over, something like that. I just wanted to do a quick video just to get back in the saddle here. I hope to do more. I'm probably going to do some more location videos. I'm not going to Angkor Wat right away. I'll probably wait till I've been here for a year, and after I've been here for a year, I can get a pass. I can get a pass to go free. I'll go to some of the other ones. I'll go to the botanical gardens. What else? I told you my rent, my visa. I probably talked about this in my last video, and if I'm repeating myself, I apologize. On the other hand, thank you to Mike and Janet from Mike's Philippine Retirement for re-releasing, I think, a year later, his interview with me when I was still living in Cebu City. That was interesting. I said, who are all these people now, which is like 5 people, subscribing to my channel? And someone said it, and I went back and watched it again. And, yeah, it was cool. Nice to see Mike again, at least on video. So Visa was $35, I think, for the e-visa, the business visa, as opposed to the tourist visa. If you're going to come here to stay, don't get the tourist visa, because then when you get your retirement extension, which I don't know, is it a retirement or just an extension, you'll have to leave the country and come back in on that business visa, as they call it, old visa. And then the extension for up to a year, which of course is what I got. You can get it for 3 months and 6 months. 6 months and a year are multi-entry for no extra money, unlike Thailand. Thailand's visa is a pain in the ass because you got to report every 90 days, and you have to pay extra for a one time out and then extra for multiple times out. Here, $290 for the year extension, period. No reporting, no requirements. If it is a retirement, you have to be 55 and above. But you don't have to show your bank account or anything like that Thailand did require. I'm trying to think. I'll try to organize myself. I need to do this anyway because I need to really get back to writing full time and other things like that. So I think that's it. I hope you're all staying frosty. Those of you in the West, particularly the United States, you're coming up probably on the end of the autumn. You're coming up on your holiday season. I've been out of America now for 3 years, so I have almost no cognizance of American holidays anymore. So anyway, you'll be all staying very frosty very soon. And you'll have my biggest sympathy. You already have my biggest sympathy for the amazingly awful political shit that is going down in all of the Western world, but particularly the United States and Canada. Until then, again, stay frosty. Like and subscribe. Gong that bell, please. And if you have any questions, comments, don't be an asshole because I'll just block you. But particularly if you want to know more about what it was like in Thailand, I've already mentioned why I was moving here. But any questions I can answer about living in Siem Reap, there are a lot of apartments here, and you'll have your choice. And a lot of cool little areas. I would have you watch my online friends Claire and Jeremy on For Real, F-O-R-R-I-E-L. Real is the currency here. In particular, because they do a really good show, and they tell you places to go. There's probably other people too. Sean, for instance, I don't want to give out his information just yet, but once I am sure that he's safe, I'll make a list of people that you can watch down below. Again, that's about it. I'm gonna shut it down. Bye.